More than ever, we're told that being ethical, being sustainable, means giving up on the things we want. It means sacrifice. It means doing less. But does it have to? To see what kind of adventure can be found close to home, I set out to walk over 1,000 kilometres from Melbourne to Sydney to celebrate Christmas with my dad. My route took me along the southeast coast of Victoria and New South Wales, through mountain forests, across wide lakes, along deserted beaches, and through some of the most remote and beautiful areas in this part of the world. I discovered moments of peace.
This is just the best. This is what I wanted.
Joy.
I feel celebratory. I feel free. I feel uplifted.
And great wonder.
It's good to remember the world has such places.
As well as strain.
Which means now I'm in pain. As well as strung out, fried and frustrated.
Stress.
I just don't want to walk anymore.
And disappointment.
There is a big bushfire.
I wanted to see if travelling like this could be not just better for the environment, but maybe just better.
Alright, here goes. Last essay. After 37,000 words this year, most I've ever written, it's all over. It's time to get ready to walk. Done. Next chapter.
Now, there's no single walking track between Melbourne and Sydney, and for safety's sake, I'll be following the coast rather than trying to tackle the mountains alone. But this means stitching together various forest trails, beach tracks, attempting uncertain inlet crossings, as well as a short train journey across farmland, and even a small section by kayak. Most of this route, though, this entire project, is a complete unknown to me. It's imagined from late nights poring over maps and a lot of guesswork. But with a bit of luck, the 40 days I have should be just enough to get me there in time.
All right, here we are. It's about 6:30. Just left Kev's place. It is a beautiful day. Really doing this. Hasn't sunk in yet. Just walking along a road in the outer suburbs of Melbourne, heading for Sydney. Oh, what am I doing? Those hills over there, that's where we're headed. Here's Rowan.
Hello.
He's kindly joined me for today. I'm very glad of it. Today is going to be a slog. Today is about 40k on this kind of track. It is beautiful. Lilydale is a nice area, but it's not what I'm here for. And so Rowan's here to make it tolerable. A lot of this right now. Sore hips, sore shoulders. How you doing, man?
Been better.
He's walking in jeans. It's James. Came to join us on his bike.
A little bit, for a little while, yeah. We're so glad you're here, James. We're struggling.
We're doing it tough right now.
Pain is our only emotion.
We have to sing to get a pace going.
And it's just been Justin Timberlake.
No, that's not true. There's been
Shakira.
Destiny's Child, Shakira.
Day one was hard. Really hard. Rowan and I walked over 40 kilometres from the outskirts of Melbourne to the eaves of the forest, and I was so grateful for his company.
You'll be right, Jacob. Proud of you.
But wait, there's more. I now have to walk a few more K, bringing us in total over 50 clicks walked today. Okay, morning day 2. Didn't quite make it to the forest. Fell down, basically went straight to sleep on the side of the road. I don't think I was trespassing. I'm hurting. That was a big day yesterday. Twice the normal day with the heaviest pack. I don't want to do that every day. Finally, a bit of this. I'm sick of road walking. Immediately I feel so much better. Last night I didn't even set my tarp up. I just put it on the ground, lay down on it and rolled up. But gosh, it feels good to be here. The pain that I was feeling this morning walking along that final bit of road pretty much evaporated as soon as I got into this. I think I'll go easy on myself today. As I said, right now it's breakfast time. Wondering whether I'm pushing myself too hard. I can really feel the consequences of yesterday. I just don't have a lot in the tank, and it's such beautiful country. My fatigue is really keeping me from enjoying it as I could. Looking forward to my body adjusting, assuming that it does. Oh, what am I doing? What have I got myself in for?
I knew walking 200 kilometres through the forest to Traralgon was going to be difficult. But sitting at a picnic ground at lunchtime on day 2, I didn't even want to put my bag back on. I started to wonder if I'd miscalculated.
If I can walk another 9.5k today, and then between 25 and 30k each of the next 3 days, that might be enough to get me to Traralgon. I really hope my body can do it. Dangerous bridge. They recommend using the track? Oh yeah, I can see why. Two wool blankets for added warmth. We've gone with the trusty A-frame for a mattress, and up shop is sheepskin. Not the lightest, but it is warm and cheap. It's time for a fire. Creamy tuna pasta and veggies. After 72k in 2 days. That's what your body wants. I'm less sore than I was at the end of day 1, which is positive, but I've been getting all evening chest complaints, like 3 or 4 stitches in between my ribs. I still don't know if I can make it to Traralgon. I've been looking forward to this moment since I woke up this morning. It's hard to top that soundtrack. A lot of walking to do. Body feels pretty good. Feel well rested. It's time to see how much progress we can make today. This forest is the land of the Woiwurrung language group, who've kept and tended these parts of the world for many thousands of years. These beautiful dark trees, the Myrtle Beach, and then these almost pure white columns of the Eucalyptus regnans, the mountain ash, that rise into the sky like some giant open-air temple. And it's a real joy to start my journey walking through these places that I know and love so well. I think this is one of my favorite places in all the world. This trip is primarily not about sightseeing. The goal is to find some combination between the destination and the journey. Some balance between really getting somewhere that you want to be, but having some adventure along the way. Start playing games with yourself. Like, that shadow up there, that's where I'm gonna take a break. And then you get there, and you go, psych, let's keep going. And then you get your second wind and you think, you know what? This isn't that bad. This is how all people used to get anywhere. And it's how many people today still get many places. Here's the sealed road to Nuji. If I get offered a hitch, I don't want to take it. I'd like to walk this whole first section to Traralgon on foot if possible. And if I do need help, I want it to be when I know I really do need help to get that final stretch. I really wish I'd left myself another day, but I told the folks I'm staying with in Traralgon, Gordon and Sawney, that I would be there on the night of the 20th. And it's the 18th today. I have another 10 or 11, maybe 12k to go to somewhere I'd be happy with spending the night. It's about 35 to 40k to where I want to spend tomorrow night. It might just be possible, but it means big days every day. If you squint a bit, it's bushwalking, except that. But this is adventure. This is not the part that I'm happiest about. It's not the part I'm going to enjoy the most, but it's part of it. And it connects the other bits. G.K. Chesterton once wrote that every challenge is an adventure wrongly conceived. And that's where I'm at right now with this walk. I feel like I could walk another 10k, which is good, because I might have to. That guy I just passed, cleaning out his shoes, must think me a right pretentious quoting Chesterton to some imagined audience, walking on the side of a road. He's probably right. Man, that's creepy. It's like something out of a post-apocalyptic film. Oh well. Time to camp just down the road. Oh, my poor feet. The things I put you through. Bushmans, this is what you came for. Mozzies, get stuffed, I don't want you. Yeah, that's it. My brain's dead. It's just before 5:30. Just had a truck drive past. I thought this road was pretty unused, but apparently not. I'm going to give myself the best chance possible of getting close to Tyres Junction tonight. I need to start walking as soon as possible. This is not the way I planned it, this sort of forced march. And it may not be the way I'd do it again, but I'm learning things about myself. So I suppose it's time, on the mid-morning of day 4, to more formally ask myself the question, so why are you doing it? First is, because I can. Second, the adventure of it. I've never walked this kind of distance, and I've never seen the state that I've grown up in to this extent and in this kind of way. I've grown up reading and watching and listening to stories of long journeys, things like The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, and of course there's real world analogues for them as well. Pilgrimages, refugee exits. I want to know what it's like to walk this far, and the only way to figure that out is to do it. Thirdly, I want to see my dad for Christmas. Another reason to do this walk like this is to walk with a destination in mind. This is walking to travel not just for pleasure. It's probably my favorite way to travel. You have to pay attention, and by paying attention you gain so much. And so a part of the motivation for this walk is also to think about how else can we travel. Walking is far less carbon intensive, and I think a lot of the time with climate change discussions we get ourselves into these ruts of thinking it's all about sacrifice and we don't get anything out of living differently the way that we know we need to. What else could travel be? Good morning. The pack is noticeably lighter today. So many places I would like to just stay. I'm not walking to sightsee, I'm walking to get somewhere.
That somewhere today was Traralgon, a key milestone and a sort of proof of concept for the whole journey. If I could make it this far in 5 days, I'd have the confidence to keep going. I knew it was going to be a tough day, but the true reality of my situation was yet to hit me.
If I'm not to be walking into Traralgon in the middle of the night, I've got to get moving.
Oh yeah, the path goes on, long after the thrill of walking is gone.
It's probably 25 kilometers to the stopping point for today. To make it worse, while I was climbing a hill just now, the first real muscle complaint developed in my right thigh. If I just get a cramp in my thigh, that might be it. You might not make it.
To make matters worse, my interactions with the local animals had turned from observational to confrontational.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to hurt you. I'm going. I'm going. Even the sheep are angry. That one over there just growled at me. Just met a lovely man who gave me the not so lovely news that it's probably almost 30k to Traralgon and it's close to 5. Man, I want to make the walk. I really want to push hard, but it'd be tough to jog 30k. Damn it. No brakes, no quarter, no mercy. That thigh pain that was born in the afternoon is now in its terrible twos and giving me a lot of trouble. It's complaining every step, and I'm worried that if I stop, it'll just give up. That sign back there, that orange one, just said 14. Oh dear. I've taken up a new strategy. I was initially just counting steps to try and gauge distance, but I soon lost track, and now I'm just counting. And I've found that if I just count and close my eyes, it's easier. I didn't want to do it, but I can't walk in the dark. I just don't want to walk anymore.
Next time on my slow travel experiment.
Yes! Woo! This is just the best. This is what I wanted. Where does a man go to do his number 2? We're gonna have to paddle the sea. Worst case scenario, I die.